Monday when the Brewers come to town. Ryan O'Hearn, he doesn't sound like he's going to rest until he gets out of this slump that's been plaguing him in September.
That is true.
And as Tony pointed out, we interviewed him just before the show, and we didn't bring up his slump.
No.
He did.
Yes.
So here's what he said about it, and here's what else he had to say, which was kind of some fun stuff, talking about his inclusion to the Padres for the second half of the season and how good it has been. Friday interview, and today we're very fortunate and happy to be joined by Padres first baseman Ryan O'Hearn. Ryan, heading into the final 9 days of the season, give me your take on where the Padres are as a ball club, mentally, physically. Are you guys playing a little bit ahead for the playoffs? Can you focus on the job at hand? Tell me where everything is right about now.
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. I mean, I think it's, you said it, there's 9 games left. Playoffs are lingering. We haven't clinched the playoff spot yet, but we're getting close. So I think it's just a little bit of, taking it one day at a time and focusing on winning the game each and every day. And then, and that excitement, in the back of our minds, getting ready to play some October baseball. So I think we're in a good spot. Clubhouse vibes are great. As they have been since I've gotten here, and I'm just enjoying it and ready to rock and roll here. Hopefully, get hot in the next few days and carry us into the playoffs.
Ryan, I want to talk a little bit about your year as a whole. I mean, you came in to this year as an Oriole. You guys had big expectations. That kind of went sideways pretty quick, but you continued to have one of your best seasons of your career. What has gone right for you this year? What change that you may have made at the plate that has revealed so much good success for you?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there was a change really from last year. Just kind of continuing the work that I had learned about last year and take the success I had last year into this year. And like you said, it was a rough start as a team. We didn't do what we wanted to do in Baltimore. But, I felt good about my bats and wanted to try and push it and try to make it by the trade deadline, be in the conversation to get, in the playoffs. And then obviously that didn't happen. So, great opportunity to come to San Diego. Beautiful place, awesome people. What a really good team. And, I've enjoyed it. And obviously haven't played as well in San Diego. And I know that, but I've been working my tail off trying to get back to what I know I'm capable of. And the last few days especially, I haven't played well. I haven't contributed, and that weighs on me. But just kind of getting lost in the work. Came out, did early hitting today. I feel like I have a good swing thought and a good process going in today. So 9 games left, plenty of time to get hot, and hopefully contribute to the playoffs when it really matters.
I was going to say, I mean, the great thing about any slump is that it's got to be followed by a hot streak. That's the only way out of it. So, with that hot streak, hopefully is right around the corner. And I know you're very more than capable. It's been an all-star season for you, Ryan. You got your first all-star berth. I'm sure you're proud of that. Talk a little bit about what that meant to you, what that experience was like. And then right after that, to have your really, I don't think we get it as fans totally, but to have your life turned upside down and be traded from one coast to another, talk a little bit about trying to navigate that as well.
Right. Well, I mean, making the all-star team was a dream come true. And there's a long period in this game where I didn't think that was going to happen. So, for that to happen this year is, it's an incredible blessing. I'm definitely proud of it. What an amazing experience playing with, being in the locker room with the best players in the world, be able to call yourself an all-star, start the all-star game, all those things. That was amazing. And then, like I said, their trade deadline happens, you're getting traded, which is a whirlwind. You don't know where you're going to go, kind of situation you're going to end up in. And it can be hard going from, new scouting reports, new hitting coaches, new everything, trying to, assimilate and join a new team that's been grinding together all year long in August. And, it can be tough. But I will say, the team was more than welcoming. Everybody's been great. Coaches have been great. Everybody's been awesome. And, I'm very grateful to have ended up here in San Diego with such a good team, so many good people, and, an opportunity to do something cool here at the end of this year.
How important is the vibe in the locker room? Because we hear that a lot about this particular locker room. I know you're coming from Baltimore, where it certainly seemed like when everything was going right, you guys had a terrific locker room, had a lot of fun with one another. How important is that, especially when you are trying to assimilate to a new team? I know having Ramon, by your side doing that along with you made it a little bit easier, but just talk about the importance of having kind of a good feel in that locker room when you walk in every day.
Oh, I think that is one of the most important things. You can have good players on paper, you can have the numbers, you can have all that, but a team that gels together, that enjoys being around each other, that has fun together, those are the teams that win and do something special in the postseason. And I think there's no doubt that this team has that. That was apparent from day one when I got here, how close-knit everybody was. There's dinners on the road, guys like to hang out, talk trash, it was apparent that it was a very close-knit clubhouse, which is really fun for me to be a part of, and definitely coming over and, you watch guys like Manny Machado, Bogarts, Darvish, these superstars for so many years. And then, you come over and you get to be in the same clubhouse with them and get to know them as people. And it's been really fun for me. And there's no doubt this clubhouse is tight. These guys love each other. And I think that's, what makes it really fun, winning together with a group of guys that enjoys each other and wants to have fun and, win, do something special. And I think the clubhouse vibe is something that maybe fans from the outside don't, the vibe in the clubhouse, they can't see. I mean, they can maybe see a little bit of it on social media, but that is such an underrated, important part of a winning baseball team. Because you got to love who you show up to work with, because you're together for, every day. And through good times, through bad times, through slumps, through, whatever. And, if you can have a group of guys that, regardless of how they're performing at a certain time, they're the same guy in the clubhouse. The relationships are strong. The fun stuff that teams do together as a unit, I think that's what keeps teams moving in the right direction. And, there's no doubt the Padres have that.
Ryan O'Hearn with us, native Floridian, went to school at Sam Houston State, and then back to the East Coast, now out to San Diego. Have you had any time to experience San Diego? And, what kinds of things have you been able to do? What have you found you enjoy out in Southern California? Or has it been just all work and no play?
Well, I mean, we've had one off day at home. It was like right when I got here. We went and my wife and I went to the Cove in La Jolla. We live in La Jolla. We're staying in La Jolla, so we went to the Cove and saw the seals and had some dinner out there, and that was a great day. And then our only other off day at home is coming up, and I think we're going to go maybe to the zoo.
I can tell you in advance, the zoo smells a lot better than the seals do. I
kind of find that hard to believe, but okay.
Yeah, it's actually true. I think you'll find it that way.
But yeah, San Diego's beautiful, and what an amazing city. So very, very excited to live there currently and experience the zoo or whatever we decide to do on this next upcoming off day.
Ryan, you obviously have had the experience of playing in many different roles. You've played some first base, you've DH'd a little bit, and there's kind of been a rotation. I mean, you've been in there for most nights. I mean, has it been easy to kind of keep your rhythm, even though it's kind of been at DH, at first base? It's kind of been what you've been doing pretty much all season long, huh?
Yeah. I mean, I think, things like this can happen when you have so many good players deserving of the bats. And, I've made it clear since I got here that I'm a team guy. I want to do whatever is asked of me, and I'm going to do it, and be excited about it and pour my all into it. So, whatever that may be, it's definitely a little bit different role than I had in Baltimore. But, I think, like I said, when you have so many good players, that's just what it is. There's only so many spots on the field and so many at-bats to go around. But, I've played quite a bit, and, lately it's been rough, and my at-bats, I know that. But the work is there, and I have a feeling it's about to get good.
Well, you're in the lineup tonight, so we wish you the best, and let's get it. Yeah, like you said, a hot streak is right around the corner, and it's going to come right at the right time for you and for us here in San Diego. We're excited to have you 2 months ago, and I know the fans are still excited to have you now. Looking forward to seeing what we do down the stretch. Nice meeting you, Ryan O'Hearn, and best luck the rest of the way, sir.
Hey, I appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Thanks for having me on.
You bet.
Take care, Ryan.